Hello, good morning everybody. Thank you for coming to join me back after my travels, and I just thought I'd come and share with you what I'm going to be working on. So I am using that's Artymaze's William Morris papers, and I'm doing a couple of journals. So I'm doing a hardcover journal and a softcover journal. I'm trying to work on both at the same time, but I've been getting myself a little bit confused. So let me just show you the hardcover one that I'm doing first. This is a vintage book that I've had for quite a while. It was in very bad state of repair. The spine was completely broken, so I've had to fix that. It's a 1933 French dictionary. And the reason that I bought it was just because I loved the illustration on the front, because I do like Art Nouveau things and it just drew me. So I've given myself a new spine, and I've used some Art Deco fabric that I had. So it's a new spine, and so it's just the book covers. And the way, I know you're going to ask how I do my sorry, I've lost it. How I do my spine. And the way that I do it is I kind of follow the same method that I saw Nancy from Wishes and Weeds do. And that's a couple of pieces of card stuck together and then left overnight round a rolling pin. Or for this one, I actually used a wine bottle because empty, I'm afraid, because I wanted a wider spine. I think that's about 2¼ inches. But the way that she does it, if you have a look at her videos, and also Catherine from Sunnyside Journals does it as well. So it's two pieces of card glued together, put over something that's rounded overnight, and it comes out curved and quite hard. And then I've just put the extra flanges, what do you call them, the extra tabs on, because they are the bits that stick. If you see, it goes on the inside, so you glue your book covers on. So I hope that kind of makes a bit of sense to everybody. So this is the hardcover one that I'm doing, and I've got 5 signatures, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 signatures. As I say, I'm using Artymaze's Art Nouveau papers. So that's going to be, you can see the book is 1933. This was the first page and it was badly torn, so I've managed to save the bottom bit and put it as a pocket on there. So that's going to go on the front signature there, like that. So I don't know that I've done an awful lot. Oh, I did do a little bit in this one. I've put a window envelope in it. It's not a window envelope. Yes, it is. It is a window envelope. Do you know, I've been away for a couple of weeks and I'm a bit brain fuddled at the moment. So I've got a journal card that's going in there. And I think I'm going to put a pocket on the back there like that. These images, so I'm mixing Artymaze and Mrs Cogs. Mrs Cogs has lots of Art Nouveau type things, kits in her shop, so I'm using a few of those as well. And I think this is Alphonse, is it Mucker or Mucher? But they're his paintings, which I really like, and I just thought it went really nicely. And then the back of it, some tracing paper. So 5 signatures, all got different papers in. I enjoyed putting them together. I love Andrea's kit. Some florals, because I'm always inspired by William Morris, which is what drew me to Andrea's kit. And I guess his influence was nature. So that's what I'm kind of going with, a little bit of nature, some of the book pages from the book cover book. I've got Andrea's French kit in here as well. But I also want to use some Art Nouveau illustrations in here as well. So kind of the 20s and, you know, early 1900s. So that's what's going to be in that one. That's my hardcover. And then I'm doing a soft cover one as well. And again, Andrea's beautiful papers. So this one's going to be 1 signature. And I'm using the same fabric. I've just got enough to do a cover. And I don't think I'm going to do an awful lot on that cover because I just love the fabric. So that one's, sorry, am I still in frame? That one's going to have a flip. I've done that flip there. That's one of Mrs Cogs' book plates on there. I'm using in both journals images from an Art Nouveau book that I've got. Well, it's a William Morris book. So this was William Morris's wife, Jane, and she was also the muse and lover of Rossetti. So that's one of Rossetti's portraits of her. Very complicated relationships, I think. Window envelope, flip out there, and there's William Morris. I think that's taken in a painting from the 1880s, and I think he died in the 1890s. I think he was only 62, so he wasn't very old. So as I say, I'm trying to incorporate nature kind of things as well, because that was what influenced him. So, and then the back of that envelope, just some extras, and again a portrait by Rossetti of Jane Morris. So that's where I'm at with them both, and that's going to be a flip as well, an envelope on there. So I've kind of laid a few things out that I want to do. Let me just move those out the way. I think the difficulty that I've had trying to make the pockets for them at the same time is the different sizes. I've had to cut the papers down to fit the hardcover book, so the slightly smaller pages, whereas the soft cover is the full size pages. So I've got a few things that are going to go in this is for the hardcover one, so pocket there. This is one of Rachel's, so that's going to be maybe it's not going to fit, is it? Oh, it will, because I'm not going to glue it down 3 sides. It's going to be glued on 2 sides. That's one of, I think it's Moocher again. And there's a pocket just there and a pocket there. So they go together. I've got a little envelope there that I've covered. So that's going to go in it. I might put a couple of bags on pages. I'm not too sure. They're 2 pockets that are going to go together on a page like that. Let me show it you properly, then you see what I mean. So I've done it to go on a back page. So it would be a tall pocket like that and a smaller pocket like that. So that's going to be 2 pockets. So those 2 go together. So I've done quite a few things. 3 envelopes that will sit on a page together, and the flap then tucks inside the envelope below it. So they're going to go on a page. That one is a flip and then a pocket there. So that's going to glue on a page as well. It's got a pocket on there. So I've done quite a few. That one will flip out. So it'll be a tuck spot under there and writing space. I've got a pocket with a very young William Morris on. So he was 23 when that one was taken. And again, that's Jane Morris on that photo there. So I thought I might use that as a pocket. And then I've got these 2 again. And again, it's Jane Morris, painted by Rossetti. Quite striking features, I think. So I've got quite a few things to go in that journal. But I thought I would maybe bring you along and just show you what I'm doing. I'm not too sure what I'm doing. Oh, there are a couple of other things as well that I've done as well. They just need stitching round though. So they're going to be flips on a page. So they'll flip open. So you can write on those, or I might put a pocket on. I'm not too sure yet. And then the same on that one. So they'll go in it as well. I'd done a couple of things that I'd thought I might like to do. Let's start with this one. It would help if I had my papers handy, wouldn't it? Just bear with me a moment. Okay, back. So I've got all sorts of papers. I've got Andrea's beautiful kit pages. They're just absolutely, they're stunning. I've got Mrs Cogs bits. I've got some of Amy from CraftyCAt, her little bits and pieces as well. So let me put those over at the moment. So what I wanted to do with this, I want to make it into one of the flaps and put that on the front. So that will open, and it will have this lady on the front. Just debating what to line it with. I am really undecided, aren't I? It seems ages since I've done a video with you all. And you don't really see. I might use that on the outside actually. shows up quite nicely on that, doesn't she? How indecisive can I be? What have we got? Does she show up nicely on the green? I think she blends in a little bit too much, doesn't she? Do we want it to be bright? I think I quite like that one, actually. Right, I've made a decision. I don't think we're going to get much done today, are we? I'm just going to faff around for a little bit. Faff with me, that's what I'll call this video. Come faff with me. And I've decided that I'm pointing on my phone and you can't see it. The ring light, I've tried all sorts to stop it from shining on my work surface, and I've decided that it's just my halo. So I can't do anything about it. I have had some people comment on it, but sorry, it's just my halo shining. You'll have to get used to it. Let's just cut those edges off. So I've done these with you before. It's something I like doing. I find it quite useful. If I had my book page still, where did I move it to? Who saw? Okay, stop the clock. Well, would you believe it? I'd scooped it up with all the papers. I suppose you saw me do that. Just trying to think which way I'm going to want this to open. Not that it really matters at this stage, does it? So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna put that on there, and I'm just going to pencil. I'm going to mark where I want that pocket, where I want that paper to be. I'm going to cut it all the way across there, because the papers, they're going to be the same height, if not the same width, aren't they? So that should be big enough to fit on there. And it is. It is pretty, this paper. Like, are the carnations, do you think? So what have you all been up to? Have you been away anywhere yet? I'm madly trying to get some journals done. In a bit of a panic about it, I think, really, because we are due to go away again. It's that time of year, which I think we're just trying to make up for lost time with not being able to get out because of the pandemic. And some of you may know, we've got our, sorry, I'm not in screen, am I? We've got our little camper van that we go away in, and we're going down to Devon in it shortly. No, it's that piece, isn't it? So we're going away for a month. Well, no, it's not. It's about 3 weeks. My husband kept booking holidays, and we started off going to one place, and then he found that we could just move on somewhere else and just move on somewhere else. So in the end, we thought, well, why not? We didn't really get away last year. And some of you may or may not know that in the UK, we are due to end restrictions on the 19th of July. So I can't tell you how pleased I am and looking forward to that. I find it really difficult wearing masks in shops. My glasses steam up. I get a bit really hot and bothered. I can't hear what people are saying. I can't with their mask on. I've been double jabbed, so I'm not worried about it. I'm just looking forward to be able to go places without restrictions. So I'm looking forward to that, and I guess it's, you know, some people will be pleased about it, some people will be concerned about it, and I think we just have to respect how we all feel about it, I guess. So that's going to be, I think it's going to be good. I don't know how it's going for you all in your countries. It seems to be different in so many places. You know, we're all governments seem to be doing different things. So I hope wherever you are that things are getting easier for you. Do you know, I'm gaily making this, thinking it's going to go in the hardcover journal. And I haven't even tried to see if it fits the page. So who knows? Who knows which journal this will end up in? Let's just see. Oh, it does. And I think when that's on there, isn't that pretty? I don't think you can go wrong with mixing Andrea and Mrs Cogs. They just they just go together like cheese and crackers. Now, do I want it? If I'm going to put it on that back page, which I very may well do, let me just level that up. There we go. So, oh, that nearly matches on there, look. Not that you're going to see it. So that's going to go on there like that. I like, oh, it's a page of Jane Eyre, so I don't think there's going to be any bad words on there. So I think I will eventually put some papers on the inside of that. I haven't got any to hand at the moment, but I'll probably put some, a piece of, oh, actually, I think what I'll do is put a piece of this, I'll put this on the inside. Sorry, I don't know if you saw that or not. So this is one of Andrea's papers as well, one of her William Morris ones. Slightly paler, so you could write on it. So I think I'm going to put that on the back of this. So I'll put my glue on. What are you all doing? What are you making? Have you done a kind of William Morris Art Nouveau journal before? I'd love to know. I love to see what other people are doing. You know, if I'm making a journal in a certain theme, I love to see what other people have done, but I have to be careful that I do like to be influenced, but I don't like people to think I'm copying what they do. So I find it hard sometimes when I see what other people are making. Silly, isn't it? Because I think we all like to share what we're doing. I don't think any of us don't. But if any of you are doing a journal in kind of William Morris or Art Nouveau, I'd love to know. My friend Laura from Papered Soul and I keep saying that we're going to pick a kit from Artymaze, from Andrea, and at the same time, because we're both on her design team, so pick a kit that neither of us have used before, and make a journal with it and do a video start to finish. We thought it would be interesting to see how we both interpret using the kit. We wondered whether you as viewers, watchers, might like to see that as well, whether it's something that you'd be interested in, because we do use them differently and Laura's style is different to mine. I shouldn't have folded it before it had dried, should I? I know that, don't I? I do know that. That's okay. I just wanted to know that's going to be the front. Now I've lost her. Where did she go? Oh, she's here upside down. Oh dear, Carol. So she's going to go on there. And I'm going to stitch round it, aren't I? So I can put her on. I can indeed. I'm sorry this video is a little bit disjointed. I really need to get my act together a little bit more, don't I? I bet you think, you daft woman, what are you doing? So she is going to go on there. Does she look about level? No, she doesn't. It's quite hard to see when you've got your phone right in front of your nose. I think that's okay. And then on the back, I've got a little pot with my bits and pieces in. I think I might put that on it. So where does that, just to cover that bit up. Just cut that off there. So these are the pieces I'm doing. I think I've done it in Sorry, I am so sidetracked today, aren't I? I think I've done it in this one. Yeah, I've done the, what do we call it? Patchwork pieces of paper round on that one. And I'll do that on a page in each of those signatures in that hardcover. And what I've been using is, let me see if I can find it. I can't remember if they're from Amy at CraftyCAt. I know that one's Amy at CraftyCAt. But I've also got some that Mrs Cogs did, like this one. I think that's one of Mrs Cogs. And what I've done is I've just cut these individual pieces out and used them to work as the patchwork so that it's different. And that's what these bits are in here. I just thought I'd tell you that in case you were wondering. So it's quite useful to have something that you can just call on when you just want a little snip of something. Take that white bit off there. Oh, that's the wrong bit, isn't it? I did tell you that I was a little bit disjointed today. Oh, Carol, you are a moo. What a moo. I don't know why I'm worrying to take that little bit of white off there. I think just because I could see it. Just the bits off my fingers, eh? So I don't know whether I'll do many videos on filling these journals. I'll try and get a couple done, but as I say, I feel in a panic slightly that I need to get these finished before we go away. And I was hoping to get another one. I want to use a couple of other kits. I wanted to make a sewing journal, and I was hoping that I'd have time to do it before we go away, but I've got appointments with my mum and trying to catch up on things because we were away for just over 2 weeks, and time does get in, you know, it does run away with you sometimes. But there, I've made something. Ta-da! And let me just reach. I think what I would put in there. I keep a few of these ready-made, so it's just snips of paper all together that I've just stitched across the top. And then I would use them to go in just as extra paper, or I would put a pocket in here of some description just as a tuck spot. But I think I will actually be doing, just looking what's in my little pot. Are they all about the same size? Yeah. So I might add some extra papers to it, or put a couple in, but I'm going to leave that with it, but won't do any more to that. Let that dry. Let me just give it a good crease. There we go. So that will go in there. So I've made something. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave it there because I do feel kind of disjointed, and I feel I need to sort myself out a little bit. But I have got quite a few bits and pieces made. So I think what I might do is get these put in the journal, and then maybe come back and show you where I'm at, and show you what I'm thinking of doing. So I don't know if you found that useful. I'm sure that you will tell me. But I hope that you do like my Art Nouveau style journal. And I hope you'll come back and join me. But please do take care, and any questions I'm always happy to answer. Thanks ever so much for coming to see me today. Take care. Bye bye.